Well, I wish I was joking. It's true. I funded the North Korean regime. So next time you're out there on that all-expenses trip to North Korea and you see the brand new water park, please think of me. Send a message. Let me know. Before I get into how, let's take a step back. The Democratic People's Republic of North Korea, also known as the DIC, needs money. And when you're looking to trade with global superpowers, GoFundMe campaigns will only take you so far. Despite having only a fraction, teeny tiny fraction of resources and infrastructure, the DIC are a major powerhouse when it comes to cyber warfare. For the record, cyber warfare sounds a lot cooler than it is. It's less of this and more of that. There are countless instances of the DIC being tied to some of the most notorious cases of ransomware. Yet somehow, over time, the frequency of these attacks have diminished. Perhaps it is organizations large and small that are training their staff, but I have my doubts. For whatever reason, ransomware can no longer serve as a main source of funding for the DIC. Just like any good startup looking to become profitable, they have pivoted. The pandemic and the rise of remote workers. Everyone remembers where they were and what they were doing during the first wave. On my end, I was at university. Now, I'm in a bathtub. So, I'm moving up in the world. During the first wave, I was especially frustrated with my uni's inability when it came to adjusting our teaching online. I don't care how many times you're going to give Moodle a new set of Botox lip injections, no one is fooled. Rather than just sitting with this frustration, I built a website. I say built because most of it had yet to be built. But somehow I secured a grant and hired a small team. For small jobs that were outside our technical expertise, I would ring up my best pal, leader of the DIC, and implore him to help us on our quest. Of course, that's not what happened, but I might as well have been doing that when I was posting job listings on Discord. If you haven't heard of Discord, consider becoming a geologist because of how much you clearly love living under a rock. Whenever I posted one of these small jobs, my DMs would put a goth e-girl to shame, I say. And in this flood of applications, I hired a subject of the DIC for a job totaling $500. The interview process was as mundane as any other. CV, GitHub, dev portfolio, the usual. My first red flag was that he claimed to be from Colombia, but unable to even say, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Yet despite the lack of Spanish, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, and it was a job well done. Some weeks passed and we would just exchange friendly messages until he made an offer too good to miss. Because you have great communication and you can set high rate. If we get hired, you can keep on communication only with client. Then we will manage the work. I have a friend, he is doing like above business and creating profit 30K per month. That's great. I have a question. How much priced the computer in there? In conclusion, all of this to say, check out my Upwork profile. Step 1, language. As mentioned, when talking with someone from North Korea, they're obviously not going to claim to come from North Korea, so it's probably going to be some small remote country in the hopes that you know nothing about it. So if they say they are from the US, ask them questions about the US. If they've not done their homework, that's on them. Step 2, knowledge of real world events. While we could say that they are working in IT, it is clear that they do not have an unrestricted, unfiltered access to the internet. If there's any specific events that seem to have happened in the country they claim to be from, but it goes right over their head, then that is a pretty good sign that they are not actually from that country. Step 3, last but not the least, only the creme de la creme of candidates make it this far in the interview process, the meme quiz. If you find yourself at some point asking, am I possibly interacting with someone from North Korea? Just share this website. And if you suddenly find yourself blocked, you will have your answer. That's it for today. I feel like I should be playing the ukulele now. But anyways, that's Julius in the back. Thank you for watching. See you around.